That's the thing. Stop looking for validation from other people. Hello, like, I really hope the lighting is okay. I'm using natural lighting. We're gonna do a lot of catching up today. Bree invited us to go to a Christian or like a faith-based store that's gonna have faith-based apparel. They'll have books, stickers, all the things, that's opening up in downtown Orlando. So I'm excited. Their grand opening is today. It's gonna be at 11 a.m. and obviously I live a bit farther, so I'm gonna get ready now. And I figured, like, let me talk to y'all while I get ready to go. I'm actually gonna do my brows off camera really quick because they are atrocious. Okay, back. So brows are done. I feel like a lot has changed. You know how it is being an adult. Like, a lot be changing and a lot stays the same at the same time. I know y'all know I was struggling with anxiety and still am. That's very much just a thing. My birthday came, went to St. Lucia. That's a whole thing, going through the airport, getting through all of that. But I think it was such good practice for me. St. Lucia was just such a gem. Like, I cannot talk about it enough, honestly. We had the best time, learned so many good lessons, met like amazing, just beautiful people. Y'all know I be hopping around. Back in 2021, y'all know I was hopping around trying to find places where I could potentially move to. Like, I'm born and raised in Florida. I do actually enjoy Florida a lot more the older that I get. I definitely see why people retire here. But being that I've been here my whole life, sometimes you just want to change the scenery. And I haven't moved yet because it just hasn't lined up for me. And I haven't found a place where I connected to where I'm like, oh yeah, like I definitely want to move here. I see a lot of y'all's comments on the video that I did about Arizona. And it is really cool to see, like, those of you who are like, you know what, I am moving to Arizona, or check in on me. Because that was like almost 3 years ago. And those of you who check in on me and are like, hey, like, did you end up moving? So just so you know, like, the hunt is still on. I'm still here in Florida, but I am not opposed to moving out of the country. And that's another thing too. Different things work for different people. And I am not in a relationship. I don't have any kids. Also, I'm not opposed to moving somewhere for an extended period of time and then coming back, you know, maybe just like a couple of months, like 2-3 months. And St. Lucia was the first place that I felt like that in a very long time. I think the last place that I connected with like that was Canada. Canada is very, very cold. Like, it's just an extremely cold place to where I'm like, I don't know if I can just switch up and be in a mostly cold climate when I've been in warmth all my life. Like, not being able to go to the beach, not being able to wear shorts, like flip-flops, hello. So it just felt good to go somewhere and get that feeling again where I'm like, I could see myself here, even if for just a couple of months, and then to come back and see how I feel. So that's definitely something that's an option. And for those of you that are looking to move, I would definitely keep international options as an option. And I know everyone's situation is different, but I think a lot of times we just close off to thinking that we only have to live in America. And what's so funny, y'all know I'm a big like dating show girly. I love Love Island and stuff like that. The girlies that are in other countries, like let's say someone lives in the UK, they're quick to like move to a different country. Granted, Europe's countries are kind of close like how our states are, but they'll move from Spain to France, or they'll move from France to the UK, or, you know, they're just hopping around, or they move here, you know, they move to America. And I think that as Americans, especially when we're born and raised here, we have the idea that we just have to stay here. But there are other options the same way that people move here. So definitely don't close that off. I just really enjoyed how present and at peace I felt there. And that wasn't my first island that I went to. You know, it's like I've been to other islands. So it's not like, oh, this was my first tropical vacation. No, this was just the first place in a very long time where I felt super connected to God in where I was, And God is everywhere. So it's not in just one place, but he was so present there. And I think it was a change in me, a change where I was able to just really enjoy my surroundings and be present, where I could fully hear God's voice and not have all the noise that came with being where I'm currently at. I'm working on still doing my exposure therapy. Another recent development as of like after getting back from St. Lucia, I was recently diagnosed with OCD, which makes a lot of sense, actually. It's an anxiety disorder. I'm just excited to see how the more that I learn about myself, like through therapy and, going to my doctor and things, I'm going to be able to push through and understand those things. And then also like bring God into my healing journey, which he has very much been at the forefront, but it's going to help me to know exactly what I'm praying for. Just even the fact that I'm going somewhere today. Like, y'all know the last few Get Ready With Me's that I did, I wasn't going nowhere, which wasn't a negative thing, but just to see like how much has happened in a matter of months, I can only imagine what God is gonna do within this next year. I have some really exciting stuff planned for 2025 that I can't tell y'all about yet, but God willing, we will be picking up and going to a lot more places. We need to start pushing forward towards our plans and our purposes, like pressing on the gas, and not, there's a difference between like the hustle culture that we hear about and then honestly just not stewarding the ideas and the plans that God gives us, because he does give us a vision for us to bring that to fruition. Relying too much on motivation and less on discipline, and just praying for God to, help us with being disciplined. And discipline is not fun. Like, there's nothing about discipline that's fun. There's nothing about, just like work, there's nothing about being like, I gotta get up and go to work, or I need to make my bed, or I need to wash dishes and wash clothes. Like, honestly, we can try to make it fun, but the things that require discipline just are not. And that's something that I definitely want to work on. I say this to y'all at least twice a year, where I'm like, with YouTube, like, I need to I need to do better. And I'm gonna be honest, it's really just, well, it's a couple of things. It's the fatigue, and then it's also the feeling of like, is this really for me? And I think it's consistently coming from me trying to find validation in other people. Like, it never fails. It comes from as much as, and it's so funny because I be telling y'all, like, don't worry about the views, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. And then I'm worried about those same things. A lot of the times when I'm talking, I'm sure it's the Holy Spirit, like, trying to, I need to hear those things. Even when I'm going back and editing, I'm like, I said that? Who said that? Like, yeah, girl, that was you. But I'm pretty sure it's the Holy Spirit telling me, this is what you need to hear. This is what you need to do. And so I'm able to talk to y'all about it. But trust and believe when I say I'm struggling with the same things that I'm telling y'all, hey, do this. Like, we all need to be doing it. I have an issue with being compassionate towards myself, which is also something that I didn't know until really getting into therapy. I'm very self-critical, like super self-critical, which is another reason why I fall off the wagon so much on YouTube, because I start comparing myself to not just other people, but even to myself. Like, if I've had certain content that's done really well, I'm like, oh, this isn't doing like how the other stuff is doing. And then I just stop. And God just keeps convicting me to not stop and to not quit, and just remember that things take time. Things don't have to be perfect. And I know that is definitely a manifestation of that OCD, because the way that I be feeling like things have to be so perfect in order for me to do them is actually ridiculous. Even like, I almost didn't film this video because I pushed through. Clearly we're here, but I almost didn't film this video because yesterday I wanted to soak my nails off. I have gel on my natural nails, and clearly that didn't happen. I got like one that's half, one that's off. These are grown out, and I'm like, my nails look atrocious. And it's like, who cares, girl? Like, honestly, if somebody is judging you, first of all, that's the thing. Stop looking for validation from other people. Hello? Like, if somebody is judging you for your nails not being done, like, first of all, they've got too much time on their hands. And second of all, that's more of a projection of them than it is of you. And it's difficult. It's difficult to check yourself and be like, I'm just worried about the wrong stuff. This is not important. Is this going to matter at the end of the day? Oh, dating. Still not. And now that I'm talking about this out loud, me saying that like I have issues being self-compassionate, I probably need to learn how to be compassionate towards myself first before looking for somebody else to do that to me or do that for me, you know? How am I supposed to know what it looks like for someone to really be compassionate towards me if I'm not even doing that towards myself? So yeah, they're just daily, I'm finding out things that I need to work on. And it's very humbling. It's very humbling because we know that we have stuff that we need to work on. And I feel like that's very much the human experience of realizing, hey, I'm not perfect. We know we're not perfect and we're never going to be perfect. But the more you are reminded of and actually see your flaws, you're like, oh, dang, it's a lot. It's actually a lot. It's actually a lot. Be nice to yourself, okay? Like me going to therapy and trying to be nicer to myself is automatically an act of self-love. I don't have to do that, but I want to do that. So some ways that I'm planning on being kinder to myself, allowing myself to be a beginner, which I'm not really a fan of. I'm very much a stop if I'm not automatically good at something type of person. I really need to date myself. I need to spend more time with myself, get to know her, love her, appreciate her, and she deserves patience and grace. This blush combo is insane. I'm starting to move my body again, which feels nice. I worked out twice this week and I'm starting to incorporate cardio, which is new. I don't usually do cardio and it shows, honestly. Anytime I go anywhere, I'm so winded. The mall, my brother was saying like, oh, I want to go to Disney when I come down there. And I was like, oh, it's not the happiest place on earth for me because it's a lot of walking and a lot of people, but I'm going to push through. There's a lot going on, but you know, don't give up and don't stop trying and just build that stamina and endurance. And something that y'all will hear me talk about in a journey video that's coming soon is the way that I've been tapping in with suffering in the Bible and how suffering produces perseverance. And I definitely think that we ask for so many things, you know, like we ask for strength, we ask for peace, we ask for discernment, we ask for all these things. And then when we actually get those things, it's funny because you can tell when you really want something by how you react to being given that thing. And I think that with me having to kind of suffer through my OCD and my anxiety and all these things that are actually strengthening me as a person and building me up, I realized, oh, I really didn't want strength. I wanted ease. I wanted things to be easy. I wanted perfection. I wanted just easiness and without the struggle. And that's just not how life is. And it may not come the way that you think it does. We all vary in the types of struggles that we go through. For me, having to deal with this that I've never dealt with before, really, the way that it's affected my social life and especially traveling. Y'all know I love traveling. So to then kind of have something stop you from doing things that you wanted to do, it really has produced a different level of challenge and perseverance in my life. I'm only getting through that because of God. Okay. I can already see them lengthening out. I like a lip hump. All right, we are ready, and the face is sitting. Yeah, the face is sitting. So y'all really gotta get the one size. Honestly, the ultra pink and the ultra peach, so good. The Patrick Ta, she's the moment, so good. Like, I love looking pinky, peachy, gritty. But yeah, so I can't decide if I'm gonna like do my hair half up, half down, or if I'm gonna just leave it out. I'm leaning towards just leaving it out because I haven't worn it out in a minute. Earrings. So I'm doing a stack. Y'all know I never wear earrings. I don't really wear jewelry. So these beautiful gold earrings, they kind of have like a chevron print all around them. They're just beautiful, and these are the real gold. These some costume jewelry. I think I got this from Pretty Little Thing at some point, but I really like how these look together. So we got a little ear stack going on. For the fit, I have on my outfit online basic Miss T. I love these. I have these in like every color. I have a haul up on these too if you want to watch that. And then these are some cargo pants that I got from H&M a while ago. I only paid like 30 bucks for them. Absolutely love them. Super comfortable. I've been into comfort lately. And then I'm gonna pull out my Coachtopia purse. She's so cute. I put a little fan over here just in case I get overheated. But yeah, I usually wear this like on the crossbody and then just let the little handle hang. But yes, I love her. She's also the moment. I am gonna take out, let me turn y'all so y'all can see my full fit. Yeah, this is what we're giving. And then I have on these Adidas sneakers. I've had these for some time now, and I really never wear them because I'm more of a sandals, flip-flops girly. But like I said, if my nails ain't done, y'all know my toes ain't done. So that's what's going on with that. But yeah, this is what we're wearing. Oh, scent for the day. I'm gonna have it listed up here. I don't want to butcher the name, but Natalie put me on to this. I think it's in Arabic. I don't know. I don't want to butcher it. Please don't come for me. But first of all, hello. The perfume bottle. This is an oil. It's a perfume oil, but they do have it in an eau de parfum. But I really like the oil, and you rub it into your skin, and it's just, it smells amazing. The bottle is worth it in general. And I want to say it's only like $25. I got it out the mall. You know, like when you go to the store, they be having that overhead for the rent. So it was like $50 for me, but I mean, that's great compared to like the Tom Fords that I have. So either way, a win is a win. I am gonna take y'all to the store. So let's go.